Welcome to Hate to See It with Mike and Sid. I'm Mike here with my co-host Sid. How you doing, Sid?
We are so fucking back. I'm doing well. It's great to see you. It's been 4 years since we've had a podcast episode. It's quite a while, to be quite honest. Our fans have been asking questions, where have you guys been? What's going on? And it's a little, I don't want to say it, but this was during the height of COVID. We had applied for a PPP loan. We got into some legal issues. It's been squared away. So now we can finally start podcasting again. And like we said, it's so good to see everyone.
It is great to see everyone. We are very sorry that we haven't been putting out new episodes for over 4 years, like you said, but we're really excited to be back, and I think this is going to be better than ever. We are bringing the show back, but in a little bit of a different format. Do you want to explain what that is, Sid?
Yeah, I'll get to it, but let's just give some new viewers a little backstory of who we are. So, hate to see it. Our first episode was on January 30th, 2001. At that point, we didn't really have a great structure. The first episode was about the Super Bowl and WWE Royal Rumble. After that, we got a little momentum. We started picking one subject to talk about, but it's still challenging to come up with a subject every single time. We made some advancements. We had a theme song which was stolen from WWE. It was Kevin Owens' theme song. And then by the 13th episode, we're like, we need an official song. So our good friend Steve Costania came up with our own theme song. It was great. But soon after we stopped. We stopped doing the content. So we paid Steve and then we just gave up because of what happened with those challenges. But what's fitting is our last episode, which was on July 7, 2021, 4 years ago, was titled Fast and Furious: Welcome to the Family. So it was a movie-centric episode. And then this new podcast is going to be about movies. So as you can see, I'm wearing an A-lister hat, and that's a big reason why we decided to come back. Mike, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. Well, you are a member of AMC A-List, which is a subscription that AMC offers where you pay a certain amount every month and you get to go to the movies like 4 times a week, right?
Exactly. You get to go 4 times a week. So I joined up, I believe, let me look at my notes. It was December 12, 2019. So 6 years ago is when I signed up. It was a little cheaper then, but like everything else, cost goes up. So now it's about $27.99 a month, but that's because where I'm located. So everywhere you're located, it's going to have a different cost. Obviously I'm in San Diego. Things are a little more expensive there, but honestly, it's the best deal in entertainment. Like you said, I've been an A-lister for a long time. I love it. I have a thing where every Thursday I try to go see a new movie. It's really my place to relax, unwind. I know Joe Flacco recently said that, he used to always look down on people that would go to restaurants by themselves. So now he's a little older. He got traded, even though I don't like to talk about Flacco. He was in a new city, so he went to dinner by himself, and he was like, "Wow, this is awesome, actually." I used to make fun of people. It's the same thing with movies. Like I used to be like, who'd go to a movie alone? But now, I go mostly alone unless it's a different night. But I usually go Thursday just to get away from everyone, just to have my own peace of mind. And like I said, it is such a great deal. So the premise of this podcast is to really try to get more people to sign up for this. We're not sponsored by AMC. Maybe one day, I got this cool hat, so I'm hoping they notice. We're going to talk about all the benefits, all the cool things within that program, why we love it, and it's been pretty awesome. I know I'm going a long spiel, but this is just my little intro about the A-lister program. I'm looking back. So my first movie I saw this year was January 5th, and it was a biopic about Robbie Williams called Better Man. And then since then, I had a long streak going. Then I stopped. But let's see, since June 19th, which was 28 years later, I've been on a 22-week consecutive streak of going to the theaters. That's almost, I mean, it is 5 months, and it's 26 new movies. I saw one movie twice, but yeah, 26 movies, 5 months. Maybe I'll go 6 months. Maybe I'll go the whole year. We shall see. But that's really why we're back, Mike.
Yeah, we really love going to the movies. I totally agree with you um, about going to see a movie in theaters by yourself, just being able to disconnect from the world for a couple of hours, sit in a dark room, look at a big screen, enjoy a nice Coke and big bucket of popcorn. It's a really nice experience. I think it's much better than the home viewing experience for movies, even if you have a nice home theater setup. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing everyone a new movie review every week. That's our goal. We're gonna do that this week. But we're also going to be trying to bring to you our movie going experience. So we're going to be talking about, for example, movie trailers that we saw in a given week. So what do you say? Do you want to start there with the movie trailers that we saw this week?
Before we do that, because before you even see a trailer, it's all like you talked about before the snacks and stuff. So, actually, before we even mention that, what movie are we going to be reviewing this week?
So we're reviewing The Running Man, the new version directed by Edgar Wright and starring Glenn Powell, which is based on a Stephen King novel. There was a version of it in the 80s starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, but this is a new adaptation of the Stephen King novel. So I'm looking forward to discussing that with you.
Yeah, same here. So that's the movie we saw. I saw it on Thursday because that's how I roll. So what I was trying to say earlier is before you even see trailers, you'd hopefully get a snack or drink. So what was your drink and snack of choice this week?
So I got in line and I got in the special queue they have for members. I'm not an A-lister like you, but I have their Stubbs Premier tier, which has some nice perks. They waive the online fees when you buy tickets ahead of time. You don't have to pay the fees. You get rewards dollars a lot quicker. Um, and when and you get to go in this special queue to get to the front of the
Yep.
line
Priority line access.
when you get concessions. So I get what I usually get. I get a soda and a popcorn. And since I'm a Stubbs Premier member, they said, "Would you like to upgrade that to large at no extra cost?" And I said, "Of course."
Why not?
And so I get the cup and the popcorn, and I'm about to fill up my cup of soda like I always do with Coke Zero. I absolutely love Coke Zero. It's the best. But I noticed they had Barks root beer,
Mm,
Barks Zero. And
wow.
I've never had that before, and it just stuck out to me. And I was like, I'm gonna give this a try, and I liked it a lot. It's really good. It doesn't taste quite like the original, obviously, because there's no sugar in it, but it's very good. It tastes very similar, so I enjoyed that. So I mixed it up a little and had that. Um, and as I usually do, I ate most of the popcorn. Nowadays, I mean, there's commercials before the trailers even start. It's like I'm done with my snacks like
Exactly.
before the trailers even start
It's
nowadays.
like 30 minutes now, before the movie even starts.
It's crazy. They tell you when you buy the tickets, just be aware. At least they tell you, like 25 to 30 minutes,
Yep.
the movie will start after the advertised time.
But that
I
wasn't always a thing. So now, like on the app, it says the movie will start after, like you said, 25, 30 minutes. Before it did not even do that.
Yeah.
But it's like I think it's a little better because now you kind of look at your watch, you can figure out when the movie's gonna come on. But before, I kid you not, like you see the third trailer, the fourth trailer, then people will start groaning, and then you see another trailer and they start groaning even more, and then another trailer. It's like when are these trailers gonna end? But at least now you can mentally prepare with that disclaimer that they have on the app.
Yes. But for me, it was even longer than 30 minutes when I
Oh,
went. This was the most egregious it's ever been for me. They showed us 8 trailers.
oh my God.
After the eighth trailer, I looked at my watch. It had been 30 minutes already. And after the trailer, the last trailer,
Unbelievable.
you're not done because then they have a little ad to
Yep.
go get Coke, go get popcorn, and then they tell you to silence your phones, and then they have the Cole Kidman segment that they do, where
Which
she
I'm all for. I love that Nicole Kidman.
it's
That's an
great.
iconic.
I've heard some people like clap for that. I've never
Oh
actually
yeah,
experienced that before, but people love that. So
they
that's like
do.
another 3 to 4 minutes before the movie starts. It was
Yep.
crazy. It's getting out of hand.
And speaking of that Nicole Kidman, so before we kicked it off, we started dropping these teasers using the Sora app, using AI. And one of, I think the third one we dropped, the short, was me pretending to be Nicole Kidman doing my own spiel. So check
Yeah.
that out if you haven't.
Yeah, it's really funny. So why don't we
But
go
wait,
through?
before let me talk
Yeah.
about mine. Let me talk about my what I did. So I used to always get something like not different, but I used to get like some flavor of Pib. I love Pib. For those of you who don't know Pib, it's like Dr. Pepper. So for a long time I was getting one of the different versions of Pib. But recently, I don't know why, I was like, I need something refreshing. Not that Pib is not refreshing, but I went back to the old school original Coke. And that's what I've been doing the last like several weeks. Nothing hits harder than a cold Coke. Sometimes I love looking forward to going to a restaurant, getting that Coke. So same kind of premise behind that. So I got that.
Do you get a
Also got,
large Coke?
yes, of course,
Oh my
large
God.
Coke.
There's probably like 800 calories in a
Oh
large.
yeah.
It's
Well,
crazy.
that's one thing that's not been good for me is going to the theaters as often as I do. Maybe I should cut back, but I won't cut back because it's the greatest deal in entertainment. And then for my snack, that one I usually switch up. I'm not like picking the same thing. This week I got Reese's Pieces peanut butter, which is pretty good. It's like not Reese's penis.
Oh,
Oh,
Eminem.
ooh. Oh,
Whoops.
whoops. I got the M&M peanuts. But what's annoying, it's the second time this has happened to me. So I've been going to a new theater now, upgraded version of the theater I go to. And then instead of ordering from a person, you order from a kiosk. So you get to the kiosk, you order, and then when you walk into like the actual theater section, they have your snack and drink ready for you.
Oh, I don't have that.
So that's pretty convenient. But for the second time, they gave me the peanut M&M, not the peanut butter.
Oh,
And I
okay.
was like, no, 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 no. I got the peanut butter. So yeah, no, those are good, and I think I prefer them more than the original Reese's Pieces. So I've switched to
Well,
M&Ms.
they're different. I like them both, but they're very different. M&M peanut butter is very peanut butter forward. Like they're
Yes,
filled with peanut butter.
yes, they are. They are definitely filled.
I noticed they were actually pushing the peanut butter M&Ms at my AMC because they have the section where you actually grab the candy yourself before you pay for it, like it's in the middle
Yep,
of the line. But then when you get up to buy whatever you want, they have a couple candies there, and peanut butter M&Ms was one of them. So it seemed like they were pushing it.
interesting. But yeah,
It's
that was our first week choices. We'll continue to talk about that, throughout these episodes. We'll see if we switch things up, we try something different. Maybe we'll do even a power rankings of our favorite snacks at one point.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
So
All
let's get
right.
to it, Mike.
All right, trailers. The first trailer that they showed me was How to Make a Killing. I think you saw this trailer as
I
well.
did. Did you like the trailer?
Um, I thought it was an okay trailer. It doesn't look like a movie that I'd be interested in seeing.
I'll see it. It was actually the same actor with the movie we're going to talk about, right? It was Glenn Powell.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He's in
it's his new
everything these
movie.
days. Yeah.
It was the first time I saw the trailer. Interesting premise. Looked like he's trying to kill off a bunch of his family members so he can inherit the
$28
money.
billion. Dollars.
Exactly. I don't think it's gonna be a spectacular movie, but hey, I see a movie once a week. If there's nothing else coming out that week, I'll most likely see that movie.
And Margaret Qualley's in it too, right?
Yes, who's one of my favorite actresses.
Yep. Yep. So I don't know. It's coming out, I think, in February. So
Yep, we got time.
yeah, we might see it, we might not,
I'll
but
see it. I'll definitely see it.
okay. All
Because
right.
Margaret Qualley as well, I'll see whatever movie she's in.
Okay. Um, and then the next trailer they showed was
She's from New Jersey, by the way.
Yeah, her mom is Andy McDowell. I think she's from like the Jersey Shore area. I think she's around from where I am at, actually.
Nice.
Did you see the trailer for Crime 10?
For which?
It's called Crime 10. It's
Describe it.
it's like a heist movie. Chris Hemsworth was in
Oh
it,
yes, I did. I did. I did
Mark
see it.
Ruffalo.
Yep.
I think Halle Berry's in it.
I forget, quite honestly. That trailer didn't really pique my interest.
Yeah, me either. It just looks like kind of like a generic heist movie.
Yeah, yep. Moving on. What's next?
This one I thought was interesting. It's like a Fox Searchlight indie movie. Is This Thing On? Directed by Bradley Cooper. he's also in the movie, and then it's starring Will Arnett and Laura Dern. Did you see this
Yep.
trailer?
I didn't this time. Well, actually, I've never seen the trailer, but
Okay.
this movie's been on my radar because I've seen a lot of like interviews with those two gentlemen. Obviously, we both like both actors,
Yeah.
so I'll have to see the trailer, but I think I'll check it out.
Yeah, the premise is Will Arnett is like going through a divorce and he starts doing stand-up comedy. And there are a couple like really funny parts of the trailer that just the style of humor hit with me. So yeah, I might check that one out. It looks pretty good.
Sweet.
The next one, I know you are excited for this movie, The Bride.
Yes,
This is
Christian Bale.
I will definitely not be seeing this
But why?
movie.
Isn't he one of your top actors of all time?
He is one of my favorite actors, but I just the movie
But
this
when does Christian Bale ever not hit? Right?
he's had some movies that have not hit with
What?
me.
What?
Um, hmm, I
See?
can't, I can't.
That guy hits. One of the best actors of our
Oh
generation.
well, the Dick Cheney movie, right? Wasn't he like Dick Cheney or something like
Yeah,
that?
but, I mean, it was entertaining to me. I didn't mind.
I didn't see it, so I can't actually
Oh,
weigh
so what are you talking about?
in.
But yeah, no, I'll definitely check it out. I don't know why, like the song in that movie, like I can hear it right now. Like it just not therapeutic, but it's stuck in my head. I thought the trailer's well done. You know, not necessarily my type of movie, but some really good actors in it. Definitely want to see it. Christian Bell, I'll be all about that movie.
Wasn't there like another Frankenstein movie that just came out like a
Yes,
couple?
it just came out on Netflix, short release in theaters as well. I heard it's
Okay.
good. I'll definitely check that out. Maybe that could be a good movie to check out like during Thanksgiving, like when you're home with your family and whatnot. Even though it's not like a family movie, but it's something I'll probably check out during that time. But let's speed it up. You don't have to go through every single trailer. Was
All
there
right.
one last one that really piqued your interest?
Well, yeah, sure. Why don't we do Anaconda? Have you seen the trailer to that?
Uh, yes, I don't know if it's a good thing I saw it or not, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll see it. It does come out during Christmas, which is usually not the best movies that come out, in my opinion, around that time. But what about you?
The trailer looks like it's entertaining. It also gives away like pretty much the entire movie. Like it gives away so much. And I just did find it noteworthy. The plot for this movie is basically Tropic Thunder. Like
Yes, yeah.
they're filming a movie um in the jungle and then they start getting killed. Like things go wrong. Although this they both look funny, but this looks like it's also more horror as well, like the original Anaconda was. So it looks like it could be good.
That's like a movie again where like if it I mean eventually it'll be on streaming. So I could see myself when it's streaming, I'll check it out. But I can't see myself around Christmas, around my birthday, going in theater to see that. But you never know. Once again, AMC A list. See a movie once a week, maybe even more. If you're bored, this is a movie you may want to check out.
Yeah. All right, Sid. Why don't we head into the meat of the episode, the review
Yes,
of The Running Man.
The
Uh,
Running Man.
what's this movie all about, Sid?
Welcome to the Running Man. So again, like you said, it was a book originally. Then they made another movie, not another movie, but they made an original movie about it. But apparently, it wasn't too similar to the book.
Right.
So this version by Edgar Wright, who I love. I'm a huge Edgar Wright fan. Been following his career since the day one, since the beginning. So of course, I'm never gonna miss an Edgar Wright movie. But basically, it's more closely adapted from the original Stephen King novels, the book. But basically, it's about a man and family that are going through hard times. They're new. No, no, no. She's not newborn, but their daughter's sick, very sick. And then the main character, like, gets loses his job because he does something. He rats out, right? He doesn't he like
He raises some concerns about the work
concerns.
conditions. And
Yep.
then this is kind of like a dystopian society where the media, called the network, like is basically in control of the government. And there's like an upper class of people who are very well off, and most people are poor, like Glenn Powell's character is. So he gets blacklisted from work because of what he did about raising these concerns. And
Yes.
he also has
Whistleblower.
a big temper. He's a hothead, so he gets fired from other
Yes.
jobs for
Big time hothead.
which is a I think a makes his character compelling. They there are a few scenes in the movie where they really establish that his temper.
So after I finished the movie, it was like 1 a.m. I was really
Mm.
tired, and I was trying to do like a 1 minute quick review. You did one, which was so much better than mine. I don't know if mine will ever see the light of day. Yours definitely will be up as a short. But what I'm trying to say is that whole time I'm trying to talk about this movie, and I was like, it reminded me of a video game, and then I couldn't think of the damn name. Very popular video game, even though they're not similar. But now I thought of it, Cyberpunk.
Okay.
It kind of like is in that, like you said, cyberpunky world per se. So that's kind of like I felt like I was watching like cyberpunk in a sense.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I was reminded of two movies in particular. One of them I've seen a lot of comparisons to, which is kind of obvious. Hunger Games.
Yep.
Because it's again this sort of dystopian society where the poor people are forced to play these games where they could lose their lives. So the Running Man, it's the same thing. There's this game show that the poor people they participate in where they're being hunted by these hunters and for 30 days and they're just out in public. They have to hide for 30 days and survive, avoid these hunters, and citizens can report them for a reward. So they have to avoid being seen, being recognized by people as well. So that's basically the idea of the game. Um,
But not to interrupt you. Well, I'm sorry, I am going to interrupt you.
all right.
It's kind of interesting. So Stephen King, right?
Mm.
So one of the movies I saw this year was called The Long Walk, and I'm pretty certain that's another Stephen King
It
book.
is.
So he's got one, I mean, both are about like walking, running. So he's got one about walking, one about running, slimmer themes where like the most of society's doing poorly. So in the long walk, like you literally have to outlast everyone else that gets selected. And the last remaining person wins a lot of money to support their family and whatnot. So it's kind of very similar to the Running Man, because again,
Yeah.
you're gonna have one winner, I assume. That's the premise of the show as well.
I noticed the same thing when I saw the trailers for both movies. I think the tone seems very different. I didn't see The Long
Yes.
Walk. The Long Walk seems more traditional Stephen King fare.
Yep.
This
Darker
movie
movie, way
darker.
darker.
This
Yep.
this movie, can be dark, obviously, given the themes, but there's comedy and just more
Mhm.
standard Hollywood action fare as well. It's a good popcorn flick, I think. It's
That's a great way to
entertaining.
say it. It is a great popcorn flick. It's a movie you want to see in theaters for
Yeah,
sure.
there's really some high adrenaline action. Um, I'm sure there was CGI used, obviously, but it looked like most of the big action set pieces used a lot of practical effects.
Yep. It was
I
well
didn't.
done.
Yeah, it was well done. I liked the soundtrack. I liked the
Yes.
score a lot. Edgar Wright always has good music in his movies.
100%.
Yeah, I really liked the use of Rolling Stone's "Heartbreaker" in one scene. That was a really good scene. The other movie that this reminded me of was Minority Report with Tom Cruise.
Oh, I
Uh,
forgot about that movie. That I remember watching that. I don't know if you were part. I think you might have been. But we watched in college. I think freshman year. Our friend, our acquaintance Andreas, he during movie night one day streamed that movie for a lot of us.
well, I'm pretty sure I saw that movie with my dad actually, but I might have gone to that as well. It's one of my favorite movies ever. But what reminded me of Minority Report was the hovering drones that are in
Mm.
both movies. There's these drones that track the main character and record them. And also like when in Minority Report, when Tom Cruise is on the run and has to avoid being detected, like he has to do all these things like get a new identity and stuff to avoid being detected by other citizens and the government. So I thought it was similar in that sense as well.
I completely missed that. Didn't make the connection, so it's pretty awesome. I mean, not awesome, but good job that you made that connection. Makes you
Yeah,
want to go back and watch Minority Report.
yeah, it holds up. I've watched it somewhat recently. It definitely holds up.
One thing for me, it kind of gave me anxiety watching the movie because I'm playing this video game, which is everyone's playing right now. It's called Arc Raiders, and
Oh
then
yeah.
you basically get hassled by these flying drone type machines, kind of like in the Running Man. Even though they don't attack you in the Running Man, but every time I saw them following him and looking at him, like I felt like my character was about to be shot at in the video game Arc Raiders.
Yeah, I have to give that game a shot. I've heard really good things about it.
It's awesome.
All right, Sid. So it sounds like we both liked this movie. Is there anything you didn't like about it?
You mentioned this earlier, his Glen Powell's like temper, which is really like the not premise, but it's really one of the bigger points of the movie, right? It revolves around his temper, but for some reason, it wasn't always believable for me or to me. I don't know what it is. It's hard to really describe, but sometimes like I feel like maybe another actor could have done a better job, like displaying their temper. Like it seemed maybe a little over the top. Does that make sense, or did you have different vibes, feelings?
I think I know what you mean. I didn't think it was over the well. I think it was a little bit over the top, but I thought it kind of fit with the tone of the movie. So it didn't. That was not an issue for me personally.
We're never gonna always agree, right? But that was one thing that for me, like maybe I'm being a little too picky, but that's what really stuck out.
Okay. Um, we're not going to go into spoilers in these
Oh,
reviews.
really? Interesting.
I don't think we should. If we have to, we can give a spoiler warning, I guess.
Okay. Yeah,
But I think,
maybe guys, gals, we're still figuring things out, obviously. It's just our return back, so things will change, develop over time.
yeah, but certainly, if we get into spoiler territory, we'll let you know that. That being said, I did think the final act of this movie was had some issues with how they brought the movie home.
Talk about
Uh,
that.
yeah, I was actually reminded of since you and I are both pro wrestling fans, something that
Hmm.
Bully Ray talks about a lot. Um, which is if the baby face, the hero, makes a promise, like says they're gonna do something, they have to do it. It has to happen. Otherwise, they're like a total joke. They're a total failure. So in the beginning of the movie, like towards the beginning of the movie, um, Glenn Powell, the character's name is Ben Richards, right? Um,
I'm
he
terrible with names.
he
I'm not good with names. That's one thing we'll learn throughout these episodes. Don't
yeah.
ask me to recite a character's name.
So yeah, me too. I'm terrible with names, but he confronts for the first time Josh Brolin's character, who's the villain. I think his name is Killian, um, and he's great in this movie too.
Oh yes, the supporting actors in cast were phenomenal in my opinion. That was really one of the highlights for me.
So without getting into spoiler territory, he said Glenn Powell says right to his face, Josh Brolin. He says he's going to do something to him, right? So like at least I knew. It made me think immediately of what Bully Ray says because pro wrestling is storytelling for people who don't know.
Yep, sure is.
So it has to follow the rules of storytelling, just like movies do. And so I knew when he said that to Josh Brolin, oh, this is how the movie has to end, right? And the movie, one of the issues I think with the movie is I think it's a little bit too long. I think they could have probably
Yes.
shaved about 15 minutes from it.
Even the
Uh,
beginning, I thought the beginning part was like it took a little too long to get to where it needed to be.
it takes a little while to get going. So the movie it's coming to its conclusion. You know that
The
it has
climax.
to end. We're getting to the end,
Yep.
but
Getting to the climax.
there's all this stuff that still has to happen based on that scene in the beginning of the movie. And they have kind of a swerve ending. I won't spoil it, but they don't do traditional storytelling. They bring back this character from earlier in the movie to get us through the ending. It happens very quickly, and it just it bothered me. I don't think they stuck the landing.
Yeah,
I think
that's actually for people who do see the movie. I like
yes.
how I like how you said it. I don't know if it was
Well, yeah,
intentional or not.
that's a good point. Yeah, they certainly didn't stick the landing.
No.
Um, what do you think? Do you think there's anything to what I'm saying, or
100%. I had the same feeling, same opinions. Um, it's like again in wrestling where you know the show has to end at 9 p.m. and it's like 8:58 and they haven't got to the finish yet, so the ref somehow makes a cue like wrap this up. We got to go home. So it kind of felt like that in a sense.
yeah? So. But for me, it was certainly not enough to ruin the movie. I mean, there are some movies where the ending is just so bad that it ruins the movie. That was not the case for me with Running Man. Did it
No,
ruin the
no, it
experience?
didn't ruin it, but it probably impacted the final score or the final rating we're going to give it. And bear with me, my cat El Gato is back in business. He's woken up. He's going to try to attack my set here. But anyways,
Well, since you mentioned how the movie didn't wrap things up, why don't we try to do a better job of wrapping up our review?
so
Um,
yeah, before we do that, so we're gonna, and I'm sorry if you wanted to say this, but we're live. So we're gonna review movies based on our scale, and to kind of be within the not the premise, but the give me the freaking word. I
the
can't think of
name
it.
of the show is
Yeah, the
Hate to
name of the
See It.
show, exactly, which is hate to see it. We want to stick within that theme. Theme was the word I was looking for.
There you go.
So we're yes. So what we're gonna do is we'll both give one of our things, scores, whatever you want to call it. But this is how it's gonna go. If you really dislike the movie, you're gonna say you truly hate to see it. And then the next one above that will be you hate to see it. Then if you liked it, it's gonna be you love to see it. And then finally, if you really loved it, it's gonna be you truly love to see it. Did you want to expand on any of those four items?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fairly self-explanatory, but I think the idea is truly love to see it. We're talking about one of the best movies of the year,
Yep.
an award contender, or maybe something that you want to go check out on a premium screen like an IMAX. And then love to see it. We still liked it. Go
Oh,
see it
we
in,
liked it. Yeah, definitely we liked it.
yeah, go see it in theaters. Um, hate to see it. We were not big fans of the movie. We had issues with it. But some people might like it. It might be worth checking out on streaming for some people, especially if you like the director, if you like the genre, stuff like that.
Yep. And it
And
could be
that
something like if they fix a couple of things, it could have got to the next echelon.
exactly. And then, truly hate to see it is pretty self-explanatory. Just, we don't recommend the movie. Don't see it.
Yep. Don't see it. All right, so let's do it before my cat starts attacking my TV on the other side of the room. Where would you rank this movie, The Running Man?
I was going back and forth for a while, but I settled on I love to see it.
Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna stick with you. We're gonna agree this time. You love to see it. It wasn't truly love to see it, but definitely, it's gonna be a movie I'll tell people to go see if they need a recommendation. I'm not gonna go out of my way to recommend it, but if someone says, "Hey, Mr. A-lister, what movie should I see this weekend?" I'm gonna say, "Welcome to The Running Man."
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a movie that I think I will probably add to my movie collection just because there were sequences in the movie that I want to watch again, and I
Yep.
think will sound good in surround sound at home. And I think it could have gotten into Truly Love to See It if they landed the ending.
100%. We're in agreement on that. Let's wrap this up. One thing I was gonna tell you via text. Letterbox, do you use that app?
I don't have it, but I think I'll set one up. I
We
should
should
definitely do
both do
that.
it because I was looking. The AMC app is great, but AMC, if you're listening, if you're viewing, you need to make it easier to see all the movies that a viewer, that an A-lister has seen. It's kind of difficult within the app, but it'd be cool if there was a section that would show and list all the movies you've seen, when you've seen it, and then if the viewer could give a review. But until you do that, I think we should sign up for Letterboxd because I'm kind of curious how many movies I've seen throughout my time as an A-lister.
All right, I'll definitely be doing that, Sid. It was really fun doing this review with you. Looking forward
Sure was.
to bringing these episodes out once a week.
We are so fucking back.
We're back, baby. All right, see you next time, everyone. Take care.